Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. So, it's October 18th today, and I'm going to talk about an article from Learn English British Council Organization. October 31st is Halloween and is now celebrated in many countries around the world. But do you know anything about the origin of this scary special day? Read the article and find out. I'll post the link below the description. Preparation. The origins of Halloween. If you think of Halloween, you probably think of scary carved pumpkin, all kind of fancy dress, and children asking for sweets. And if you think of a country that celebrates Halloween, you probably think of the United States first. Americans and Canadians have adopted Halloween in a big way, but Halloween tradition actually come from 16th century Ireland, Scotland, and England. The tradition of Halloween on 31st October comes from ancient Celtic festival of Samhain. Samhain was the Celtic New Year, and they celebrated it on November 1st because that was the end of summer and harvest time and the beginning of winter. It was also the time for ghosts to return to the earth for a day. People lit a big fire, wore special clothes made of animal skins, and hoped to be safe from the ghosts and the winter. In AD 609, the Catholic Church put the Christian celebration of All Saints' Day on November 1st. In AD 1000, Church added All Souls Day on the 2nd November. And All Hallows Eve or Halloween moved to the night of the 31st. Pumpkins. The Celtic carved the face into vegetables like turnips, potatoes, and squash. A pumpkin is a kind of squash. To scare the ghosts and other spirits and make them go away. It was something called jack-o'-lantern because of an Irish story about the man Jack. He played a trick on the devil and then had to walk to the earth for all times as punishment. Irish people who came to live in the United States and in the 1800s found pumpkins much easier to carve, and the tradition became the one we see today. Fancy dress. The Celts were afraid of the ghosts that came on Samhain. If they went outside after dark, they covered their face with masks. They hoped any ghosts they met would think they were ghosts too, and would leave them alone. In early America, the Native Americans and the first Europeans celebrate the end of the harvest, but not Halloween. When Irish people arrived, the harvest festival started to look more like Halloween, and it became popular across the country. In the late 19th century, people tried to make Halloween less about ghosts and religion and more about celebrating the season with a party for neighbors and family. That's why Americans today wear all kind of Halloween costumes and not just scary things like witches and ghosts like in other countries. Trick or treat. This is another tradition that began in Europe. This time in England, when the church introduced All Souls Day Rich people gave poor people so cakes. A small cake made with a special and raisins. It replaced the Celtic tradition of leaving food outside house for the ghost. Going a sewing was popular in England for hundreds of years until about 1930. The Americans kept the tradition, but today children knock on people's door and ask for sweets. Going trick or treating is so popular that a quarter of the sweets for the year in the United States are sold for this one day. The rest of the world, Halloween has become the United States' second biggest commercial festival after Christmas. Halloween is also celebrated in other countries, but it's not as big as in the United States. Even in the countries where the traditions began. Mexico celebrates the Day of the Dead from 31st October to 2nd November, and some of its traditions, like giving gifts of sugar screw, starting to mix with Halloween. In this way, the celebration of Halloween country continues to change as new traditions join the oldest of the Celtic ones. Thank you.